Well, morning folks, welcome to a sunny Dunecht, Aberdeenshire. Exciting day for us today. We're actually loading the kiln for the first time. So we've got all these amazing packs of larch, Douglas fir, western red cedar heading off to our customers. And yeah, the important bit is we're actually loading up the kiln. Here's the packs of timber going into the kiln. We've got some 3.7 larch there and then some 6-meter Doug fir. That stuff's going into like floorboard type stuff, and then the rest is going into cladding. So bring the moisture content down to about 20% or something. That's our big kiln, big sliding door, and that's my partner Armand's and one of the guys, Jurgis, just loading it up into the kiln. So it's really important that the material gets loaded to minimize the amount of air that sort of nips through those passageways, because the way the kiln works is the big fans in the roof are really trying to push that air through that pack of timber and bring the moisture content down in a controlled way. I'll take you along to the biomass plant room, which is going to power that thing with its hot water. So we've been busy making this space here, which is our woodchip storage bin, and it's got quite a cool thing in the middle here. Looks like I don't know, it looks like a whirlpool, but basically here these arms are sort of spiraling round and actually filling. There's an auger that runs up the back that takes the wood chip through the wall there and into the biomass plant room. So in the back here we've got this big old buffer storage tank that's got about 5,000 litres of hot water in it, or soon to be hot water. Here's our big fancy biomass boiler, and that's where the auger's coming through the wall from the wood chip bin, and it drops down here and then heads up into the biomass boiler. So that burns dried wood chip at about 25% moisture content, something like that. The drier the chip, the more calorific value that you have, so you're not trying to burn water. We've got a backup system here, which is this guy. It was bought as a diesel boiler, but actually we've converted it to hydrogenated vegetable oil. So if we are going to be using energy to heat the kiln, we want it to be as green as possible. And then here inside is this kind of Medusa-like network of pipes and valves and goodness knows what. And eventually the hot water from that big cylinder in the corner basically makes its way out up through those two pipes in the roof. And then they kind of head out the door here. That's where those pipes enter the kiln. And then we can go through the back of the kiln here. And then this is where the timber is going to get loaded on this side. And we're just starting to load the timbers up. There's a whole raft of probes and wires and goodness knows what. This is trying to measure the moisture content in various parts of the timber stack so that we actually get a really uniform drying process across the entire timber stack. So anyway, exciting day for us. First day for the kiln being fired up at HHW. Okay, cheers, bye.